focus. Where the focus is
5-point victory in the dome.
Man, look,
that was a close one. Yeah. I know you had your blood pressure medicine right next to you.
I had it, man. They got some extra special blood pressure medicine that's in a red tablet.
Red tablet?
Yeah, man. I needed
heard about that.
I had about 10 of them. Y'all eating them like Skittles.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
yes,
it was rough, man. It was
it was a tight game.
So, like I said, I didn't watch the game, but I know my baby
I
did. So you can go do the spill.
It was nip and, well, no, it wasn't nip and tuck. Carolina did make it a game towards the end because when I watched, I mean, they got up, it was 21-12. And Carolina scored and made it 20, what was it? No, was it
19? I know it was 31-19.
Yeah, they scored again. So, but it was but Saints had control of the game. Everybody's talking about this is Drew Brees' best game ever. No, it wasn't. This was nowhere near Drew.
I think when they say stuff like that, they always got that live for the moment type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I just remember, like, early in the season, when Cam and all them boys were sitting for the national anthem, or they hated Cam Jordan. Now since his performance in the playoffs, everybody loves Cam Jordan.
Well, he's all pro.
Yes,
he's all pro, first team all pro. Which I think he's the first Saint since Jimmy Graham to get that. Yeah,
Jimmy. Nobody from the Dome Patrol made all pro.
Nobody from the Dome Patrol. Nobody. Now Drew Brees never made all pro.
Really?
He's never been the first team.
That's amazing.
Yeah, never been the first team all pro.
That is amazing.
But I seen the highlights of the game, and the only thing that worries me, because I knew that the Panthers was going to be ready for the run. Yeah. I think they only rushed for 40-something.
Yeah.
I knew they was going to be amped on the run. This is a great defense. Keep clean. Davis. I mean, they got a great defense. Only thing that bothers me and is going to bite us is a third down offense. Because all the years, since the Peyton and Brees era, they've always been first.
True. That's true.
But this year they're like 19. I think, matter of fact, the Carolina Panthers are sport the third down offense. Obviously with Cam, but yeah, I mean, so that's the only thing. Overall, only bad thing I really seen. I don't think the defense did as bad. I think the only thing I seen the McCaffrey run, and Robinson took a bad
angle.
He took a bad. He like McCaffrey did like a little juke and he hit, and that was it.
But he's been doing that his whole career.
Yeah,
Stanford. So but again, I know a lot of people were like, why did Drew Brees throw that pick in the fourth? I wasn't mad because me and my lovely wife was sitting down watching the game, and she said the same thing. I said, no, baby. It's smart that they did that. Yeah. She was like, why? I said, because he threw an interception on their side of the field.
Not only that, now since I'm thinking about it, when you punt the ball, the clock stops.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't, so he change
the possession.
Change the possession, yeah. So he caught the interception, the clock still
right. Yeah. So he tried to quote unquote fumble it out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
but if you fumble it forward, the clock still goes or something.
Something like that. But here's the thing: it fumbled forward, but because something that Carolina tried to do, but it didn't work. So basically, they put the ball right back where he picked it off. And shout out to Corey. Me and him was talking about it last night. He said, man, Corey Hall. And he was telling me, he said, man, I said, dude, it's in the heat of the moment. You can't tell a defender not to pick a ball off.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it was me, I would think that bitch would try to run with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, it's the heat of the moment. And like I said, when the dude went back to the sideline, he was upset. Because they thought, oh man, you should never pick it up, you should have batted it down. I said, what you gonna tell me? Yeah. I mean, it was, believe it or not, it's not rare that I say, not necessarily that because of the defender in me. You know what I'm saying? But it's rare that I commend a pick, an interception. He threw it inbounds. They got it. Like I said, clock continued to run. So basically, they didn't have no timeouts left. So they just, ran out. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Carolina, they were pushing. They were almost got there a couple times. But okay, let me ask you this. As
far as the game, would you have gone for it on 4th and 2? Did you would have went for it, or you would have just punted, or what would you have did?
I would have went for it.
You went for it. Okay. So you don't mind with Sean Payton? You don't mind him doing what he did?
Okay. Nope. I don't mind what he did. Him doing what he did. It was a good play. Like I said, it almost came back to bite him. It almost came back to bite him. But like I said, we held on. The defense held.
Only field goal.
Yeah, like the handheld football game we used to play back in the day. The defense held. And we bid about a mother bait. We bid about a mother bait.
That's all, and that's pretty much all you need. You know, so now going to Minnesota.
Looking at the landscape, my hand feel kind of like what's wrong with it. Yeah.
We in a new location. Me and my baby brother.
The Infinity Gauntlet didn't make it through the medical.
The other shows.
So, but if this was the Final Four, my bracket would be completely busted.
Yeah, mine too.
Completely busted.
Yeah.
I had Kansas City winning. They lost. Now I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if that was illegal because I seen when I looked at it, his foot was right there on the line of scrimmage. You know,
when he threw it.
Yeah, and he got batted down and he caught it, but they said he was an eligible receiver, so I understand that part.
But Brian Johnson did that.
Oh, he did it too?
Yeah, like 30 years ago.
Oh, go figure.
When he played for the Vikings.
Go figure. Yeah. Titans shocked the world with handing Kansas City they lost. So I don't know. This is going to be a very interesting offseason for Kansas City. Do you let Mahomes take over the reins?
He is taking over.
Wow. And you trade away Alex Smith. So the same. So Alex Smith learned nothing from his time in the fourth.
Well, it's really, you can't really put that on him. It's really he's always, I think wherever he goes, he's gonna be a bridge. He's gonna be a bridge guy, which is good because this was the perfect year. It actually, you know what happened with him? The same thing happened with Drew Brees.
What?
Because he had a great year. Alex Smith led the league in passer rating.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? And he had a good year. So he's going to get paid. I mean, he's going to get traded, but he has a lot of suitors now. Unlike, just like when Drew got hurt. So, you know what I'm saying? But you got that young guy coming
again. Denver's coming up. I think he's going to Arizona.
You know what? They were saying the top two teams that was interested in is Arizona and Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland. You know why Cleveland? Because the guy, the general manager of Cleveland now, was the general manager for the Kansas City when they traded for him. Yeah, when
he's going to Cleveland.
He's
going to Cleveland.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Going to Cleveland.
Now, if I was him, I would go to Kansas City. I mean, I would go to Arizona because you got it. The team is not old, but they're middling. You know what I'm saying? You got David Johnson coming back off an injury. Your division, okay. But if you go to Cleveland, it's going to be a tough division, too.
He's familiar with the division, though.
He's familiar with playing with the 49ers. He's familiar with the 49ers coming up. Oh, yeah. The Rams are up. The Seahawks are going down. And if he plays for Arizona, he can have to make that.
Ooh, that division going to look like it's going to be a dogfight. Yeah. But I think that, man, he goes to that AFC East.
No, AFC South. No.
No, Cleveland, right? North. Yeah, AFC. I keep getting confused. AFC, he goes to that AFC North. It's gonna be ugly.
It's gonna be tight, man, because you got Pittsburgh and you got Baltimore and you got Cincinnati in that division. So I mean, so you kind of he gonna get traded, so he really doesn't have a say. You know what I'm saying? But you just kind of.
Well, he does. If he plays his card race, he does.
Yeah,
he does. I mean, hell, Eli had it, and he didn't even play for a team, and he had a decision. So
that's true. But like you said though, you got a lot of teams that's gonna come up like as soon as Denver. You got, like you said, at Washington.
Where's Eli going?
I think Eli honestly gonna be a bridge, man. I think he's gonna be a bridge. They got the number 2 pick, so I think they're gonna pick a quarterback, one of those USC or guy, one of Darnold or Rosen. They're gonna pick one of those guys.
I would go with Rosen over Darnold.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because you look at Cleveland having the number 1 pick. Cleveland's gonna pick a quarterback. I don't understand why, because you got Kaiser, but Kaiser's I'm talking Little Rock. I don't know, but I guess Kaiser's no good. I guess.
See, it's not that he's no good. He's a first-year guy. I mean, what you expect from a first-year guy?
Would you give Kaiser another chance?
Yes, I would.
See, I would too.
I wouldn't draft another quarterback. I would get a veteran in there.
Yeah, I would see Alex Smith.
I would see if I wouldn't do Alex Smith though.
You wouldn't do him as a
I wouldn't do Alex Smith. I would. Matter of fact, they still got McCown in Cleveland.
No, I think McCown was in. He went somewhere because
he was in the Jets. He was in the Jets.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because he got hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would get a veteran quarterback. I would see if John Kitna still wanted to play. I would get a veteran quarterback.
He's selling probably CDs out of the back.
Probably so. Yeah, old highlights.
Yeah. One CD.
Yeah, on DVD. I would get a veteran quarterback to come in and just take over the reins. You know, because
teach him.
Your boy Douglas, man, Hugh Douglas, man, that boy, he's a quarterback whisperer. I mean, they went 0-16, but dude, Hugh Jackson, I did Hugh Douglas.
The defensive guy.
Yeah, Hugh Jackson. He's a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
Okay, look at how Andy Dalton played when Jackson was there.
He was good.
He was good.
They made the playoffs every year.
You know, with Kaiser, you know, he was putting it together, but their red zone offense was terrible.
Okay, now, like I said, obviously I don't watch the Browns close enough.
I don't have a dog in the fight either, no pun intended. But I like the Browns.
I mean, you know,
the new Browns. I like the new Browns. And the old ones too, of course.
Right, of course, yeah, early Browns. Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they a couple pieces away?
Yes.
You know what I mean? A couple pieces away from being decent. Yes. You know what I mean? Then you look at it. They went 0-16. They didn't win a game, but I'm sure they was in a lot of their games.
They were.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it might be just little things, man. You know,
interceptions in the red zone, man. They had Pittsburgh dead to rights.
Yeah.
They had. I think did they play Detroit this year? I believe they did.
Yeah, they did.
They had Detroit dead to rights.
And they had Green Bay
dead to rights.
In overtime, they lost in overtime.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But again, interceptions in the red zone, man. I seen that game with them versus Pittsburgh, and again. Interceptions in the red zone, dude. That kills you. That kills your drive. That kills momentum. Then on top of that, with Cleveland, they need to get more consistent with the running back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is it going to be Isaiah Cromwell or is it going to be Duke Johnson? Which one is it going to be? Your receivers, apparently, since Josh Gordon hasn't lost a step.
Yeah, they got that new boy, Corey Coleman.
Yeah. So you got your receivers.
They got a tight end.
You got Nduke. You know, you got your tight end. So your offensive line is where it needs to be. You know, your defense is coming along. That rookie they drafted.
Miles Garrett.
Yeah, Miles Garrett. He looks pretty solid. So again, you know, I just think interceptions in the red zone and they just didn't put it together. But if you bring in a veteran QB, or matter of fact, not even a veteran QB, just bring in a veteran quarterback coach.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know, that can really rein in Kaiser's talent because he's got it. He can throw the ball. He can run with it.
Yeah.
You know, he's in a very difficult division, though.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, I don't know how I was talking about the Browns.
That's all right.
But I don't, see, I just want to understand, like, okay, a lot of people say, okay, with the Garoppolo thing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think Garoppolo, they said Watson going there, and even Carson Wentz, they said they could have had all these quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. But if you look at it, would they have been good if they would have went there? You know what I'm saying? So you know you gotta look at the grassroots of some stuff and see like, okay, hey, they should have got Deshaun Watson. But dude, with Deshaun Watson, with the pieces you're putting around these people, you don't know if these dudes gonna be good or not.
Right. Well, yeah. But Deshaun Watson again, Bill O'Brien. Okay.
Yeah. Quarterback whisper.
Well, not necessarily. Well,
he's a quarterback coach in New England.
Yeah, he was. But like I said, he let Deshaun Watson have his way.
Yeah.
You know,
he's good for an athlete like that.
Real good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You let him, and like I said, shout out to my man Matt. You gotta let him play. Just like Deshaun Caz. I mean, okay, let's Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever played. Right? Absolutely. His first year.
Oh man, he led the league in interceptions.
9 touchdowns, 16 interceptions?
Nah, I think he had like 20 something.
Yeah, 20 something. So again, he came back that next year and just went in. So you got to give Deshaun Caz. Well, not 360 because if it's a 360, he's going right back in the same spot he's in. So 180, about fifth. Yeah, you know. Yeah. And so you know he turns it around and first ballot Hall of Fame. You know, you can do that with Deshaun Caz. I mean, again, Hugh Jackson, man. He's a great
I'm glad, you know what? I'm glad that they gave him another shot. You know, it's just like Marvin Lewis, man. Like I said, we need to get our black coaches.
Yes,
and you know, and they got this guy. I was hoping, and I know I'm wrong for this. I was watching the NFL Network yesterday, and the Panthers defensive coordinator is a black dude, and they say he got 4 jobs lined up, 4 coaching jobs. So I like that because he's a black dude, and I think he might get one of those jobs.
I hope he does too, but I hope it's the right situation.
I hope it's the right situation so they don't fire him after 1 year because I like.
Or they Lovie Smith.
Yeah, good point. Because even the guy, defensive coordinator for the Falcons, that's a black dude. They say I said, man, for the job that he's done, especially with them shutting down the Rams. I mean, come on, man, this dude gonna be, he gonna have some jobs, man. But you know, okay, we can do this talk in some
All right, good. So like I said, back to the playoffs. Tennessee beat Kansas City in the shotgun.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Tennessee. I salute. I had Kansas City winning.
Yeah.
Salute to the Atlanta Falcons. I had the Rams. Beating them. I said that Rams defense was better. I was wrong.
Special teams, goddamn.
I was wrong.
I watched that game.
I was wrong. I mean, I was shocked when I looked at the score. Buffalo and Jacksonville. I was wrong on that one.
You picked Buffalo?
I picked Buffalo.
Oh, that was a close.
I said Jacksonville was going to be out of there. You know, but the game was what, 10-7?
10-3.
10-3?
Yeah.
The game was ugly.
Yeah, it was ugly.
But so now I got a problem. Because now Jacksonville is going to play Pittsburgh. Yeah. If we remember our history, Jacksonville played Pittsburgh in what, week 1? Week 5? Week 5 and got 5 picks off of Ben Roethlisberger. They feasted on Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, and then you can't say that they was. Only thing I can say is Juju Smith-Schuster wasn't in his.
Did it matter?
Yeah,
Antonio Brown was out there.
Yeah,
Antonio Brown was out there.
And Martavius Brown was out there, and Ben was out there.
And Ben was out there.
Yeah, all the boys was out there.
All the boys out there.
Man, I put it like this, man. I'm not picking the Jaguars. But I would love to see that Jaguars defense, which we will see it next year. I would love to see that Jaguars defense against the Patriots.
Me too.
I would love to. Me too. But it's not going to happen until next year.
But see, the problem is, it's like I said, man, the Patriots have a habit of making some of the best defenses look small.
Yeah, that's true.
Really, really small. Dink and dunk.
But see, I don't know, man. How can you? Yeah, they can dink and dunk. I mean, I don't know how good. I think the Jacksonville linebackers are pretty decent.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you can dink and dunk, because you kind of exploit the linebackers.
Yeah.
But you can't exploit the corners. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'll put it like this. Nobody, even Brandon Cooks, don't scare me if you don't have time to throw that ball. Calais Campbell gonna be on Brady, but he's the first team All-American, All Pro. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see that matchup, even though I don't think it's gonna happen. But I would love to see it.
My problem is
the offense.
Which Blake Bortles is gonna show up?
Exactly.
Because Jacksonville can run the ball.
They can run the ball,
and you can play ground control.
Do that.
But which Jackson?
See, Fournette, I think Fournette hit that rookie wall because he didn't do too good. I think honestly, I can honestly say that I think Kamara hit the rookie wall. Well, he's been going against some good defense.
Well, yeah, but not only that, but okay, let's break it down. You got a Carolina team who's fourth against the rush.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're keying in on the run.
Yeah.
You know, so basically they forced Drew Brees to beat them. And he did that.
Yeah. Which was, I got to give props to myself, but LT, Daniel Thomas has said that. What else was saying? Okay. He said it on the show. He said teams are going to key on the run, and then Drew Brees is going to kill him, and they hit 379 and 2 TDs.
No one pick, but
it was
but that
wasn't the heat of the game.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it didn't. But you know, okay, so now you have Pittsburgh versus Jacksonville
rematch, and
you have Patriots versus Tennessee.
Tennessee gonna get slaughtered.
I don't think Tennessee's gonna get slaughtered.
You don't think
so? No. Tennessee, their running game is coming along. Here's the problem for the Patriots. Who are they gonna key in on? Because Tennessee does nothing well.
That's true.
So what are they gonna focus on? Are you gonna force Mariota to beat you? Mariota is an accurate quarterback. He's not the best,
and he can run.
He's a pretty accurate quarterback. You know, I think he had career highs in picks this season. I think.
So he kind of regressed.
Yeah, but he can run the ball and he can thread the. I ain't gonna say he can thread the needle, but he can put the ball away.
But you going to New England?
Well, they play outside too.
I mean,
they just came from outside. They just came from playing in outside.
New England.
Yes,
did you see last week when they were practicing? They had a snowstorm, and Belichick said, "Look, ain't no days off. Y'all gonna practice, or y'all gonna be out in this cold." I don't know, son. I feel where you coming from, player. But I just don't. I just think that, like you said, you can't key on nobody. But I mean, nobody on Tennessee's defense, like, hey, this guy, you know what I'm saying? So you know you got Gronk out there. Come on, you got Gronk, you got Cooks, you got Hogan, you got
Hogan.
Yeah, you got Lewis, you got
White.
White. I mean, come on. I mean, they got too many. I don't know.
Yeah,
because I would have given him I gave him a chance if Tennessee's defense was good, if they were decent, middle of the pack type of, you know what I'm saying, where they had a guy. You know,
they all middle of the pack. I mean, I drafted their defense in fantasy football. They did pretty good in some games. Yeah. They did pretty good in some games.
Against good kind of talent, though.
The Colts of the world.
Yeah, I mean, see, you can brag when you get Jacksonville defense, who did good against everybody. 20 points every week. Shout out. I wish I could have kept them, boy. I probably still could, but I ain't. But anyway,
all right. So, we covered the Saints won. So the Saints play Minnesota
in the dome.
So that's gonna be a rematch. I know we're gonna be salivating at that. Yeah. And you got Atlanta.
I gotta talk about that game too.
Okay. And you got Atlanta going to Philly. I'm so jealous.
You know what, man? I think Philly can take it, man.
Really?
I think Philly can take it.
Okay, all right then.
I think Philly can take it.
Okay, all right.
I think Foles. The defense is fast.
Yes.
But if you run the ball on with Blunt and with Ajayi, Foles, all you gotta do is ding and dunk, man. We don't need them big shots to Torrey Smith and Jeffrey. And, you know what I'm saying? But I think Philly gonna take him. I don't want Philly to take them because obviously I want the Saints to win, so it could be, Atlanta. I don't want to play Atlanta again, but I think we can beat it. I think we can beat Atlanta.
I think it'll be a blowout. I think it'll be a blowout because they got to come back to the dome.
Right, exactly. Which was another stat I didn't know, and I should have said it last week. But Sean Payton, Drew Brees are undefeated in the playoffs at home. They're 5-0. I didn't even know that. I was like, damn, I thought they. But yeah, they undefeated at home.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
Don't play in your mind. But what's up? What you got for me?
But they're talking about the Minnesota game, right? All right, rematch of week 1. Now, I can honestly say this is two totally different teams that played each other, in that week 1. Yes. Now, one thing you can say is this: Marshawn Lattimore's first game.
Yes.
Crowley didn't play.
Yes.
Kamara wasn't working. His first game. Armstead didn't play.
True.
Who else? Well, unfortunately, Peter's out. He got hurt. Broken fibula. So it's just the defense is just so much better. Who was that corner they had that kept getting smoked?
Dwayne Harris.
Dewan Harris.
Yeah.
Devontae Harris. He was the one that was getting. And another thing, the Saints were in the red zone 5 times and could not. They only scored when the game was over. They was in the red zone 5 times and could not punch it in. That's going to be the difference. A lot of people say, 29-19, the Vikings blew it. No, the Saints was in the red zone 5 times and could not punch it in. And then you had that Adrian Peterson thing looming over their head. You know what I mean? Where, you should have played Adrian Peterson more. Maybe you should. Nah. Vikings have got a good defense. Don't want to take that away from him. Shout out to Case Keenum. He's a Houston Cougar. Yeah. He reminds me a lot of Drew Brees, and I'm sure that you're going to hear that all week. But they got Thielen, they got Diggs. I mean, they got a good team.
Thielen, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's the first team.
Where the hell did he come from?
I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, like I said, they got a good team. It's going to be a great game. And honestly, I can say this right now. I will not be mad if they lose that game. Because they were not, people can't say they projected the Saints. Nobody projected the Saints to even make the playoffs. It's probably except us.
Well, yeah.
But we homeless, though.
Right.
Because we didn't know how the defense was going to play.
And I say it all the time. If you ain't from the town, don't know the town, don't speak on the town.
Exactly. Like that.
Hands down.
Yeah. So that's how I look at it. I won't be mad if they lose. I wouldn't mind seeing the Vikings versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I think that'll be a good game.
Who will win that?
Well, I would go to the Vikings because they will be at home.
They don't, huh?
They don't. You know, so that then the Vikings already shut down the Falcons to say that if the Falcons win, you know what I'm saying? The only bad thing that might hurt them is the Vikings probably got to go to Philly, but they defense travels. That's why I think the Saints are gonna be good. You know, so like I said, this is so much, man. This is a big weekend. As far as you know,
this weekend is gonna. This is the weekend of statement games.
Yeah.
These games here are gonna make statements and really put on notice. Like, I think this playoffs here is gonna set the tone for the next couple of years to come.
I think so.
You're gonna see the passing of the torch.
You know what I like too? What Deion Sanders said last night, Deion Sanders said whoever wins out of the Minnesota New Orleans game is gonna be a representative in the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Yeah, he said that last night, so I was like, that is a good.
I agree. I mean, again, you know, Saints above average defense.
Yeah.
Minnesota great defense, but you know, Minnesota, they're going to be looking at. We're not the same team we were.
No.
You know,
not even close.
Not even close. Minnesota, the only thing that changed about them was their quarterback situation.
Yeah. So and they running back.
So we know Thielen and we know Diggs.
Yes.
And we know Rudolph.
Yes.
They don't really know Kamara.
No.
You know, they know Ingram.
Yeah.
But they know Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
But before we end off the show, I actually had a chance to look at your homeboy, Taysom Hill.
Okay, yeah. What you think, man?
He scares me.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback for BYU, Brigham Young.
Number 7.
And man, that boy, he looked like Vic out there in college. Yeah. Accuracy kind of scares me a little bit, but again, OTAs works on that. I hope that they don't put this dude at receiver.
I hope not either.
This dude, he's a runner, hard-nosed runner.
He a white boy. That's for sure.
And this dude, he's got a good arm.
Yeah.
He does have a good arm. Mm-hmm. Accuracy he needs to work on. He needs to work on accuracy.
Drew can get with him with that.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But if everything goes the way we hope, we do have our quarterback of the future. And it's going to be a bright future because not only do we have a quarterback that can actually run the option, we actually have a quarterback that can throw from the pocket.
I think they're going to, like I said,
he's a run first quarterback. He's definitely a project. He's a run first. See, and it's funny because if this was Madden, he would be the guy I would draft. Or he would be on my roster. Because I look at stuff, like I said, I could turn on NCAA 2014 right now. Look at my receivers and look at how many of them actually can throw the ball. I got a safety on my team right now that's a quarterback. Wow. And it's a damn good safety, athlete. Yeah. So if they're committed to actually developing this guy,
he'll be pretty good.
Oh, and see, we're gonna be giving the NFL we're gonna be giving teams in the NFL another element to worry about. He's a run first quarterback, but it's good that he's sitting. He came from Green Bay.
Yeah.
He came from Green Bay.
Yeah, they got him off the practice squad.
Yeah, and if we can get him and let him sit, let him develop his pocket awareness, to whereas, okay, your first instinct is to throw the ball, but if you don't see anything, go ahead and take off. You got the speed. Yeah. You know, just teach him how to baseball slide so he won't get hurt.
Right.
But it'll be an element to where you can see this guy throwing for maybe 250 yards and rushing for 75.
Yeah, and you know, and that's
he's bringing a Cam Newton and Colin Kaepernick element to a Saints team that has never really had that before.
I was about to say that. Yeah, that's a new wrinkle. And then you gotta
man, it's scary.
Yeah, and you gotta do something. And I know we've been hard on the Saints as far as drafting, at least you know in the past. But you gotta give them props on looking at players and the past couple of years, because if you look at it, dog, you gotta look at it as a global thing. Are they really rebuilding now? Or over 3 years they went 7-9? And because look at it, now look, you had your Colston, now you got your Times.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You got your Ingram. Now you got your Camaro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You had your bro. Now you got your Lattimore.
Yeah.
You had your Vaccaro. Now you got your Bell. And now you got your the other boy, Marcus Williams. You know what I'm saying? You had your Vilma, but now you got your and you got your Teo, you got your Angelone, you got you know what I'm saying? You look at it though. Now you got this boy Taysom Hill. If you keep this boy, you got the quarterback of the future in your. So these dudes could be good for a long time.
For the next 5-10 years.
These dudes gonna be good.
And I said it years ago. I said, man, we ain't rebuilding. Them years we were in rebuilding then.
Because we wasn't keeping the draft picks. We wasn't keeping the young players. Right. So I understood what you were saying, but looking at it, they now, all you got to do is you get you a speedster. Because like I said, I think Ginn just replaced Cooks. Yeah. But Ginn's hands are shot. I think I can catch better than Ginn. I think you can catch better than Ginn. But Ginn is faster than us. You know what I'm saying? So you get you a speedster in the first round. Or you get your O-lineman, like I said, we talked about this before, and we can talk about this later on down. We got months before the draft or whatever, but we'll think about what they need. But I mean, man, this team would be scary, man. I mean, because if this guy is as advertised, like I said, I only watched his highlights. Steve Young raved about him, and that's who kind of reminds me of Steve Young. He went to BYU as well. And he kind of reminds me of Steve Young, and you can get the guy in-house. Sean Payton is a quarterback developer. He can develop him. I just think that he didn't see it in the other guys. But now you actually have a guy. You have a guy who has an edge at the name. He can run. Well, see, and the thing is too, Sonny. If you look at the NFL, guys, like I told you last week, those guys that play special teams, those guys are tough, man. Very tough. What I'm saying? Because you can't get a lot of guys that So this guy. He wants it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You play special teams, man. That's those backup linebackers and backup defensive linemen and backup running back. Those guys, which is the heroes of the team. You know what I'm saying? Because special teams is a very vital point. Our cousin Brad, he was a special team star. He was a special team star. And shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to Brad. But yeah, so man, you get the guy like that wants to play special teams and don't complain. Come on, man. That's a go getter, man. You gotta keep dudes like that on your team. You got to. I mean, the only bad thing is that a lot of people probably gonna see him on film and probably want to kind of prod him, so the Saints might need to want to sign him to a long-term deal or like a future deal, and you keep him in house like you said, and then give Drew one more year. Hopefully, we'll be a reigning Super Bowl champs. Give him one more year to defend it and have his let him play the preseason. Let him play in the preseason. Let him play quarterback. You ain't got to play Drew at all. Just play this dude. Start this dude. And see what he got, man. Yeah. And then you got your bridge. And then the next 5-10 years, we'll have another quarterback. Exactly. You're good to go. Exactly. You can find receivers and running backs. You got Camaro for at least another 10 years if you sign him. You got Ingram for at least another 5. You know what I mean? So you got your young core. Yeah, you do have get you another receiver. You got Michael Thomas as a monster, led. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most catches in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Because you got you. And get you a tight end. Get you a tight end. And I think that's why they struggle on third down. But if Jimmy Graham's contract is up, I would love Jimmy Hill, man. I'd take Jimmy back, man. I mean, that would probably be a question for Facebook, man. When Jimmy Graham gets released by Seattle, if Seattle doesn't tender him or give him another contract, they might, just to keep him off the books. But if Jimmy Graham is a free agent at the end of this season, Jimmy is free to sign any way he wants. Do you think the Saints organization should give him a contract? Or give him an offer? That'd be the question. That's a good question. But shout out to Taysom Hill. I'm looking at you, young man. See, once you on my radar, it's over. This guy is over. He does his research. Man. I mean, I'm very, very impressed, young man, about what you do. You wouldn't know him already, man. Well, I mean, again, like I said, I was looking. You know me, I'm defense. So I'm looking at Crawley, Lattimore, and all them boys, Bell and all them boys, Bush and all them boys. I'm looking at them, man. I'm looking at that boy George Young. Oh yeah, that boy made that overfield tackle. Big boy. I'm looking at him like. Boy, you seen that hit? You seen that hit cam too? On your model. Yeah. See, that's another guy. On your model. You got shit. I mean, anyway, we can be all day about it. You know what I'm saying? They got to go. The wife got chicken cooking, so we about to go get that. Yeah, you can smell that around. Like I'm floating, I can float out of here. Yeah, like it's picking up by your nose and stuff. Yeah, but that's our show, man. Thank you for watching. No doubt. Like, share, subscribe to the page, Mad N Caz. Yeah. You got anything? Nah, man, just
enjoy the games.
Enjoy the game, man.
You know, and hey, that's you know, this playoff run here, I believe, is going to set the tone for the next 5-6 years.
I agree with that, man.
You know, I mean, just shout out to Minnesota. Like you said, whether we win or lose, man, just shout out to Minnesota. I'm so happy for Casey Keenum. I'm happy for Teddy Bridgewater. Because the problem that they're about to have is not a bad problem to have.
Just like Kansas City.
Right. Shout out to Pittsburgh. You know, shout out to Tennessee. Man, salute Tennessee.
And I want to give a final shout
out.
And
Jacksonville.
Shout out to Jacksonville and their defense.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Carson Palmer. He retired.
Yeah.
You know,
I knew that was coming. Said that last year. I said
yeah. Carson Palmer, man. You know, he was good, man. I mean, I think that he kind of ran. He had a lot of speed bumps in his career.
Yeah.
But I honestly think, man, you know, there was a lot of stuff on him. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think he was a good pro.
Well, with Carson Palmer, that knee injury he suffered in the playoffs back in 2005, that changed
against Pittsburgh
in the playoffs.
That team could have won the Super Bowl. Yeah. That was a good team. I guess I wasn't going for it because I wanted Pittsburgh to win because I like Big Ben and that was your squad. And the Saints won it. You know, in the Ravens.
Well, they went 14-2.
Yeah.
And Chad Johnson was smoking. Chad Johnson, you had T.J. Houshmandzadeh, T.J. Who's your mama, Houshmandzadeh. And you had may he rest in power, Chris Henry.
Yes.
Who was their running back? Was it
Johnson? No, it was
Rudy Johnson.
Rudy Johnson.
They had a squad, and they had a fire tight end. And they had a fire squad, man.
I was watching the highlights, man. I said, man, this dude Carson Palmer's a beast.
He was okay.
Yeah.
He
wasn't top. He wasn't like a top 10.
Right.
He was good.
Yeah, you know,
he was slinging.
Yeah, he could sling it. And you know, he's retiring. You know, like I said, you did your time, man. So now the health benefits about to kick in. Good luck, good on that one. You know, so like I said, man, I honestly, I'm more excited about how the offseason is gonna look. It's gonna look different. Kirk Cousins is gone. Alex Smith probably might be gone.
I like to see what Mahomes.
Yeah.
I like to see what he looks like.
Yeah, I might draft him.
That's a good.
And I think Kansas City needs one more receiver. You know.
Yeah.
And I think another reason why they lost, man. Kelsey got took out.
And they didn't run the ball again. Yeah. He got Hunt, who's probably going to be number 2 and rookie of the year.
So Kendrick West, I mean, he's pretty solid.
I mean, you know, so they just wasn't their year. That's all you can say.
That's it.
But